The Otago University Students Association has been in the spotlight recently after it successfully managed the Hyde Street Keg Party. But that's not the only big event on the association's calendar, with Anzac Day and the New Zealand University Games coming up. We're joined by President Francisco Hernandez for a debrief and a look forward. Good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, what was the outcome of the Hyde Street Keg Party?
Well, as the Otago Daily Times called it, it was a great success. The residents were happy, the students who attended the event were happy, the emergency services were happy, and the university was happy, so it was a very successful event from our perspective.
So all of the stakeholders involved were satisfied?
All of the stakeholders involved were satisfied.
Do you think the event will continue?
Well, this year we've shown that during well-organised student events, it can be shown that students can have fun and be responsible at the same time. We see this with the lower level of injuries that we had this year due to the safety measures we put in place. So I'm hopeful that it will continue next year.
When will a decision be made on that?
Well, we're starting the debrief process from tomorrow onwards, so, hopefully we'll have a final decision by the end of the month.
Now, on another note, last year saw the first on-campus Anzac service. What are the plans for this year's commemorations?
Well, this year's commemorations will follow pretty much the same order as last year. We're going to have an address by a distinguished guest, Brigadier Brian Thomas McMahon. He's won Anzac of the Year, so he'll be a very prestigious speaker to the event. We're also going to be doing a wreath laying at the university, and we're having the Mayor and the Vice-Chancellor speak at the event.
And what was behind having an Anzac commemoration at university in the first place?
Well, it's very important to recognise the fact that there are members of the university community that have served as soldiers, and it's also important for the university and OUSA to acknowledge that, and just to facilitate more interaction between the students and the wider Dunedin community.
Now, the OUSA has a food bank appeal coming up. What are the details there?
Well, the food bank appeal is from tomorrow onwards. It's a staff versus student thing, so we're hoping to beat the staff again for the second year in a row. How the competition works is that staff and students are asked to donate whatever they can to the food bank appeal, and the side which has more donations, which is weighed by weight, in terms of weight, wins the food bank appeal and just gets to brag about it for the rest of the year.
How much was raised last year?
Last year, the students raised about 183 kilograms worth of food, and the staff weren't that far behind. I think they were at 170, so I'm pretty confident that we can manage that feat again, maybe even more this year.
And the university games, the New Zealand University Games, in fact, is being held in this month as well. What's happening with that?
Well, that's next week as well, actually, and what it is that there's going to be 8 competitions, ranging from lawn bowls to basketball to ultimate frisbee. We've got 550 tertiary students coming down from all over the country, from Auckland University to the SIT, so we're really looking forward to how the event goes.
Are there benefits to the community?
Absolutely, there's a lot of benefits to the community. First of all, the hospitality and how great Dunedin is going to be spread by these students who are returning to their institutions. It's raising the profile of the University of Otago, and there's just going to be community benefits from the economy all around from those students.
OUSA President Francisco Hernandez, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.